She is the author of 2 book titles that I absolutely love, Menopause Sucks and Midlife Cabernet. You can find her at ElaineAmbrose.com. Ladies and gentlemen, Elaine Ambrose.
Hey, I'm next to last. Woo, woo. Hey, I'll be in the bar in 10 minutes. Woo, woo. I'll be on my second glass of wine in 20 minutes. Woo, woo. Thank you. I'm so glad those of you who stayed. It really makes us feel good because we've been waiting for 2 hours. And if you just laugh at our jokes, we'll be so happy. Thank you. Goodbye. I'm old. But the best part of being old is that I don't have to buy Tampax anymore. I have nightgowns that go back to the Carter administration. I am in menopause, which is an ancient Greek word for one who can sneeze, fart, and wet pants at the same time. That's why we wear black. And I did wonder what I was going to wear tonight, so I too tried out the Spanx. And I brought them home and took them out of the package, and it was about the same size as my cell phone. So I knew I had to grease down, and I put on lots of extra virgin oil, because I haven't been an extra virgin for 40 years. And I slithered, and I pulled, and I tugged, and I got the damn Spanx on, and I couldn't breathe. And it was coming in puffs of air. I had to get them off now. And I couldn't get them off. They had rearranged my internal organs. And my liver was pushing out over my cleavage. And so I hopped to the kitchen to get the shears to cut them off. Do you know those packages of biscuits that you whack on the counter and it pops open? Yeah. I cut that thing and bam! We're talking Pillsbury Dough Girl. My boobs flew out and hit the door and became their own knockers. But middle age is our reward for not dying young. It was just last week. I was driving down the road in my 72 Pontiac Firebird with Carole King's Tapestry album on my 8-track CD. And now I drive a sturdy SUV to the drugstore to get Metamucil and stool softener. I belong to a 12-step health group, and I get up every Wednesday and I say, I'm Elaine. They go, hi, Elaine. I say, I'm addicted to stool softener. They go, yes, Elaine. But we're working on it. We need it. You know, it's like the Atkins diet. We got to do it. But I also think that at middle age, we should get an Olympic award for getting out of bed. I hear the announcers. Look, ladies and gentlemen, she's got 1 foot out. Will she make the next one out in 5 minutes? Let's watch. It looks shaky. There she goes. She stuck the landing. And I cheer and everybody sends flowers and I bend down to get the award and I can't get back up. Because my back hurts, but I can't see anyway because my glasses are gone. But I'm standing. Now, what's for breakfast? The thing about middle age is I can embarrass myself on a daily basis and I don't give a shit. I am the one who falls down in a crosswalk. I am the one with broccoli in my teeth at a party. I am the one who farts during a massage. Oh, tell me you haven't done that. You're on your stomach. Enya is playing somewhere from the heavens. And the massage therapist puts her thumb right there on that knot in your back and it's... Oops. And what do? You get tense. So she starts working on that tension. Yeah, here it comes again. I tip my therapist very well because she knows what's coming. But another thing that I really embarrassed myself about happened a couple months ago. I was on deadline to get my book done. And I had chewed my fingernails into bloody stumps. And I had a very important meeting with a very important client at a very important private club in Boise, Idaho. And I put on my St. John suit, and it still wasn't enough to hide the bloody claws. So I was pawing through my cupboards, and I was looking for, I have press-on nails in a case of emergency. I didn't have any. Ha ha ha. I found press-on toenails. Yeah, some of us without toenails, we buy those things if we want to wear sandals. Oh, you're looking now, aren't you? I put those press-on toenails on my fingers, grabbed my briefcase, and went to the very important meeting. I stuck out my hand to shake hands, and bloop, one of them popped off right on the table. There's a toenail on the table. I brushed it off. We sat down to start our meeting about emerging market strategies and improper investment portfolios, and I took a bite of my infused bisque. Boop, another toenail flipped off into the soup. I started pushing it down with my spoon, but that damn thing kept popping up like, "Save me, I'm drowning." I almost called the waiter. "There's a toenail in my soup." But I tried to act very nonchalant, and I put my hands under the table and started to peel off the rest of the toenails so they wouldn't pop off and put out an eye. Pretty soon, there were 10 bloody toenails all around me, and I wrapped my hand in the white linen cloth, and it looked like one of those claws from a war movie. But I sat there and nodded politely as we talked about emerging markets. I never was invited back to that meeting, and they didn't want to see me anymore. And I thought if I ever go to that club, that I would wear gloves. But I also know that it's time to go because I feel a sneeze coming on. Thank you.